Whew, man, I'm tired. But I said I'd make a video today, so I'm gonna keep to my word. Alright, so today we have Mr. Mime, Seadra, Vileplume, Slowbro, Licky Tongue, and Persian. I don't know what it is with Showdown and giving me cats, but I like it. Alright, so Mr. Mime is my lead. This is the basic Mr. Mime set. And what I'm trying to do is get a Thunder Wave on something, obviously. And if it's a Starmie, very good, very well. I have Thunderbolt, I can make that work. If it's an Alakazam, I'm not looking good, but I can still stand a chance. So if it's an Alakazam, I'm going to try to fish for special drops. And there is a cool move that you guys can do, not just on Mr. Mime, but on a wide variety of Pokemon. The best name I can think of for it is just the 1-2. You know, the 1-2 punch. So you get a Pokemon into a range that the player would want to heal it, and then when they heal it, you do the status move. So it would be like, let's say Mr. Mime had more HP and he didn't suck. You could Seismic Toss an Alakazam into heal range, and when it heals, then do your Psychic, Seismic Toss it again, and now you're putting him in a crunch where it's like, well, if I heal again, he could drop me again, you know. But that's really not feasible for that particular matchup, just because Mr. Mime, I think he dies in 3 Seismic Tosses from Alakazam. So really, you're just kind of fishing for drops and damage if you get a Zam lead matchup with Mr. Mime, which is fine because there's nothing I would really want to lead with otherwise that doesn't have some kind of glaring weakness to Starmie. But I've used the 1-2 in a lot of my videos, and here we can look at a better example. Slowbro. Let's say you have Slowbro versus Starmie or Slowbro versus Chansey, and you're not quite all the way up. You only have 1 Amnesia, so you could do like Surf, and then when they're in healing range, do an Amnesia, do another Surf, they'll have to heal, they'll be put in that bind again where they have to heal or die, and then you do another Amnesia and then finish them off. That's probably the best example of the 1-2 I can imagine, is you don't commit one way or the other. You do a mix, you know, and a lot of times it's actually better because you're putting your opponent in a bad situation, allowing you to tank up or do another status move on their healing turn. Anyway, while we're here, this is just the standard Slowbro. I want the Thunder Wave on it, and you guys know how this works. Seadra. Seadra still sucks in OU. Seadra is my designated Sleep Eater. Its moveset is nothing to write home about. I opted for the Clown move Smokescreen, just because Seadra's regular moves can't really do much of anything to the meta. So I have Blizzard, Hyper Beam, Smokescreen, Hyper Beam. That's primarily to finish something off or to fish for crits, because what else can you do? Blizzard for the freeze, and Agility Smokescreen for the Clown factor. But really, I don't see Seadra doing much of anything. And for all intents and purposes, you could consider this a 5 Pokemon team if you wanted to, because that's just how little I value Seadra on the team. And I might even be put in a worse situation if I throw Seadra in to eat the sleep and the opponent misses, and let's say it's a Gengar or a Chansey and they have Thunderbolt. Well, they're not going to do that. They're just going to use Thunderbolt and then kill the Seadra, right? So I don't really have a secondary sleep pick. You know, I have nothing to double back to that I want to eat that sleep, so I'm going to be stuck in a really bad situation if the sleep misses Seadra. Alright, Vileplume, Sleep Powder, Stun Spore, Swords Dance, Hyper Beam. Why Hyper Beam instead of Body Slam, especially when recently I had a Parasect that had Swords Dance Body Slam? Well, Vileplume is faster than Parasect. It's speed type with Chansey. It's faster than Snorlax for sure. And Vileplume is also weak to Psychic, meaning even if I did use Body Slam, Parasect would have a chance to get another Body Slam off, where Vileplume wouldn't. So I'm just going to go ahead and Hail Mary with this Vileplume and put all my power down range. Additionally, since I'm leading, obviously with a Paralyzer, the opponent is going to be tempted to block my sleep move with their paralyzed Pokemon, and that's a great opportunity to do a double Swords Dance on Vileplume and line up for a sweep. Talked about you, Licky Tongue. I don't think the Wrap Licky Tongue in OU is good, because there are automatically 3 threats that you can't paralyze with Body Slam, so they would have to be pre-paralyzed, right? You'd have to meticulously set up your end game so that the big 3 are paralyzed somehow. And Licky Tongue is as slow as Snorlax, so it's it's not looking good. I just opt for the 100% attacking set, and I think it works wonders. Persian. This is the Hyper Beam Persian, so pretty weak against Gengar, and I'm trying to use Persian for last because, he is good. He has a great crit rate, and he could potentially bring down a Tauros if he crits the Hyper Beam because he is faster. So if we look at my team, I'd say it's pretty Gengar weak. Pretty Gengar weak. So if I don't expend Mr. Mime right away, Mr. Mime can fight Gengar. And Licky Tongue can fight Gengar, and that's about it, man. So let's go ahead and watch the match. Alright, Mime Gengar. And we already talked about this. If I'm going to try to be tricky, that means I have to throw in Seadra, and if he misses Hypnosis, he is just going to kill the Seadra. So I already hate this opening. He goes, I don't understand. I guess he was worried about missing the Hypnosis and me getting a Psychic on him. And you know what? That's not unreasonable. That's not... I do understand. I'm capping. He has a double sleeper, which I guess isn't too uncommon in OU. I mean, it's viable. So he goes Executor to block the not Psychic. I have Seadra, and I think I'm going to do Smokescreen here. Yeah, and he's just going to do Psychic. I guess he's not afraid because he has 2 sleepers. So he's just going to attack. Blizzard. Going to go back to Mr. Mime, paralyze this Chansey, or whatever he wants to switch in. And then I am going to start the fishing session. I am going to try to catch him on the switch with the drops with Mr. Mime. So, come on, Mr. Mime. You got it. You got it. Keep trying. Full paras all day, all night. Let's go. Yeah, there it is. Okay. He goes early. Smart. That's kind of smart. Most people, they usually heal up before refreshing their stats, but he just does it right away. So I totally wasn't expecting that. I was waiting for him to heal first before I clicked Thunder Wave. Right back to Chansey, yep. So I did Thunder Wave on an Executor because I thought maybe he would just commit to it. He does have a good matchup. I guess I have Seismic Toss, right? But I had little to lose because I'm still faster than Chansey. Alright, we're going to do it again. This guy's mind gaming me. I thought he would pull it out again right away, but maybe he's looking for a heal. And I think I double down on it. Like, I think he took some time here, and he knows the game I'm playing. So I think he's going to heal. But I'm still gonna do Thunder Wave. Like, I think he thought, oh well, he knows it's not working. He's not gonna do it again. He's gonna do Psychic now. So I'm gonna, yep, got him, got him. Why? I have no explanation for that. I can't... I had a crippled and almost dead Mr. Mime, and he exploded on it. Like, thank you. Honest, really, thank you so much. I just don't know why. Like, did he think I was gonna save it? Really? What's that gonna do for me? Dude, always with the video. Always with the video. Literally me. You're not Ryan Gosling, bro. Promise you. So yeah, maybe he felt bad for me. He was like, alright, I'll give you a handicap. Okay. Alright, so I go Vileplume, and I'm setting up the Sleep Powder fake, right? Because I think he's going to want to block with Chansey, so I'm like, alright, well, I'm going to fake him out with Sleep Powder. And, you know, using bad teams on an alt, I think a lot of players assume that you're just bad. So they probably would think you would do Sleep Powder here, but I think he's going to go to Chansey, so. Oh, and I neglected to mention this Gengar right here. And if he does that, it's still a tricky situation, right? Because then I'm going to be faced with the hardest decision on my side of the game of whether or not to go back to Seadra and risk him doing Hypnosis, right? And I also don't know what kind of Gengar this is, so. Let me think. Yeah, I think I make a bad move here. I think I make a bad move here. And he doesn't switch to Chansey. So I actually get my sleep. No, I didn't make a bad move because I got the sleep on the Snorlax. If I hadn't gotten the sleep and he went right to Gengar, my move would have been bad, but it's not bad. So he keeps Snorlax in, and I say, okay, that's cool. I'm going to do another Swords Dance, then he's going to freak out and go to Gengar, which is fine. No, I still make a bad move, right? No, I don't know. Let me think here. Vileplume can't do shit against Gengar. And if I were him and I had Psychic or Nightshade, I would just stay. I would just stay. The most I can do is Stun Spore, and that's whatever. So I thought about going Seadra, but I was like, I think it's better to stay Vileplume. And then he does Hypnosis on me. On the Vileplume that he could have gotten for free. And I hate that. Because it's like, no, dude, I needed that Stun Spore. I didn't think you would do... Why would you do this? But I'm actually in a bad situation now because the only thing I have that can go up against this Gengar is Lickitung. And I'm like, no! I needed the Stun Spore! Come on! Yeah. So I bring in the Lickitung for the Gengar. He goes Alakazam. And I think I go Slowbro here because I really need the Lickitung. I'm not even going to play with Gengar's Thunderbolt on Slowbro. So I'm going to block with Slowbro here and then throw out a Thunder Wave and hope it sticks on something. And I think I get the Gengar, which is good. That's good. Gengar, right? And do I go Seadra because I'm trying to sit on the Lickitung? I go Vibe? Oh, I'm pivoting off the Vileplume because I knew the Thunderbolt was coming, right? Yeah, so Thunderbolt's coming for Slowbro. I want to pivot off the Vileplume, and I don't want Seadra to eat it, so I go one hop, two hop, go to Seadra, get the Nightshade, and I guess I'm just looking for a little damage on Gengar. I thought about doing a smoke screen here, but I thought the damage might take me further, just because Lickitung is... His Earthquake, he's just so weak without a boost. Like, even with the stab, he's weak, so... I'm second-guessing myself. I think maybe Smokescreen would have been better. I don't know. Probably not, because he could just take it out, right? Right. No. Yes. No, actually, yes. I'm right. I remember a specific match where I did a boost, +2 Earthquake on a Gengar, and the Gengar didn't die. That's how weak the Earthquake was. So, yes, I remember this damage. That's why I did this. I needed this chip damage. You'll see right in a second, I promise you, exactly what happens. So I go for the dance because the chip damage doesn't kill. And he gives me the Chansey. Why? Sleep. I mean, you could have done something, you know. But maybe he thinks he needs the Chansey less. I think that's it, right? What kind of Chansey is this? Because maybe this Chansey can't hit Slowbro. So, insta-kill on Chansey there. Bruh. That was an Alakazam or Tauros moment right there. Like, you save the Gengar and then bring it back in. Thank you. Just gonna do Body Slam here. I could insta-kill with Hyper Beam. But the Zam could also have Reflect. And then I would be stuck in a recharge and then I would die. So I ultimately go Body Slam. There's also a paralysis chance on Body Slam if he does Reflect. But no, I'm just gonna get a triple right here with old Licky Tongue. Maybe a quad. Is it a quad feed? Are we quad feeding? Oh, quad feed. Here it comes. No, now he finally goes Tauros. Okay. And Hyper Beam kills me, right? Yep. Darn. No quad feed tonight. But I can now it's checkmate. Now it's checkmate with this Persian. Unless he gets a crit Hyper Beam, it's donezo. Persian cleaning up. So you guys get the picture. So yeah, there we go. I think I have another file ready to make into a video, so stay tuned. Might get a little double upload action happening pretty soon. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Gambler Keegan fan. Who is that guy? Gambler Keegan fan. I mean, you could say that. Fan. Of course I'm a fan. And not the man himself. How many alts do I need to make?